Today is October the 1st. Monday was a losing day for me, right? I think that's day 6 of my trading recap on my YouTube channel. So I made a lot of mistakes Tuesday. I revenge traded. I didn't follow my rules at all. I came to the market with a cluttered mind and I didn't review my trading strategy before I began trading that day, right? So I made sure to remedy as much of that as possible. I didn't trade Tuesday. And working on being more consistent, getting in front of the market on time like I did this morning, which worked out a lot better for me. I corrected myself in a lot of different areas. I didn't revenge trade. I didn't take any setups that were not part of my strategy. I was calm. So a little bit of anxiety, but not much. So anyway, today I placed 2 trades. I won both of my trades today. As you can see on my TradeZilla trading journal right here for Wednesday, I made $737. So I'm still in the first phase of my Apex trading account. I haven't passed the combine, I guess that's what it's called. But we're going to work on that. Hopefully this month I should pass that as I keep on fixing the issues that I have within my trading. So today was a good day, and I'm going to go to the charts real quick and try to make this a quick video of my recap, right? These smiley faces tell a story. I put these smiley faces on after each trade so that when I go back for my recap, it's a lot easier for me to remember exactly what happened and transpired during that trade. The first trade was a pre-market trade, right before the market opened. That was the first trade. That's one, and this is on a 5-minute time frame, 5-minute chart, as a matter of fact. You can see the second smiley face. So I took 2 bearish trades. The first trade was 26 points. The second trade was 48.5 points. I got in the first trade at 24,775, and I got out of that trade at 24,748.75. I used 5 contracts, and this is on the micro E-mini futures. On the second trade, I also used 5 contracts. I got in the trade at 24,777.75. I got out of my trade at 24,729.25. And that was 48.5 points profit. And like I said, the first trade was 26 points. My stop loss on both was 12.5 points. When I first come to the charts, the first thing I do is look at the daily. Sometimes I don't. But a lot of times I might look at the daily to give me a general idea of price action or at least the direction of the market. Then I go straight down to my 5-minute. I don't do an extensive top-down analysis like some traders. They might look at the weekly, the hour, the 4-hour, the 1 hour, 15 minutes, and so on and so on. Me, for the most part, if I do look at a higher time frame, it's probably just going to be the daily. And that's briefly, just like I said, to get the direction and to get a general idea of what price may be doing. Then I go down to the 5-minute. And that's when I draw my levels. Initially, I would draw my pre-market levels, my high and low. Then I would draw the previous day high and low. So I draw my levels on my 5-minute time frame. As I was looking at my 5-minute time frame before the market opened, I saw this red candle. Before this red candle started, I saw price action here stalling at this dark orange level here, which became resistance. This was resistance. I seen price interacting here, stopping here, having an issue. So I saw this, and then I went to my 30-second time frame. On my 30-second time frame, I was looking for an entry. My viewpoint was if price cannot go higher, then there's only one other direction, and that's down. So as I saw price, and also I use my EMAs. So I saw price stalling at that dark orange resistance level, right? And when I saw price break below my 200 EMA on my 5 minute, let me open this up for you guys a little bit more. All right, so I saw price, this candle here, I saw this red candle on higher volume, pushed below my 200 EMA on my 30-second. That's an entry for me to take down to the next level that I already have drawn out. So doesn't mean that I'm going to get out at that level. I'm going to wait to see how price reacts at that level. However, so once I saw this red candle on higher volume, push below, I got in on the next candle. And I think I had like a 12.5 stop loss on this one. So I rolled this down to a little bit below this level maybe, and then it started to come back up. And so I took a profit. Being that it was my first trade of the day, it wasn't a 1 to 3. So currently I'm looking to try to get at least a 1 to 3. Maybe I might go down to a 1 to 2.5. We're going to see moving forward. I haven't made my mind up. But overall, I'm going to try to take whatever the market gives me, because the market doesn't care what I want to get. It's going to give me what it has to give me. So anyway, I got out of the trade here at 24748 at this orange support level. What I should have did too, because this also lines up with the strategy that I'm building out, is off of this level was a strong rejection, and it's right after the open too. So from what I'm seeing within like the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you have some strong rejections off of levels, and so that's also a good reversal move. I didn't take that. I got caught up in the first move. I think I was analyzing it a little bit too long after I got out, and then I might have got distracted by something else. So I didn't take this reversal. I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be working on taking my reversals when I see my reversals and I see a clear signal. And this was a good signal. So for real, I should have took it when it rose above the high of the previous candle, right? But I didn't. So I missed that one. That would have been a good profit. So I saw price reach this other orange price level, which became resistance. And I saw that price was having a problem breaking past that level. So it wasn't a strong rejection off of that level initially, but I saw that price was having a hell of a problem. So price broke, it rejected slightly to the 20 EMA on the 32nd, which is not a significant EMA for me. I do use it a little bit, but for the most part, I do have a signal where price breaks below my 200 EMA, and then depending on how the market looks and the pattern, if I get in or not. It's kind of discretionary, but looking back and back testing, it seems to work pretty decent. So now I'm just forward testing, all right, my theory and my data. So price had a problem here, struggling here. It came back down to this 20 EMA, went back up to that resistance, had a problem again, broke back down, went back to test it a third time. Once I saw that, I said, okay, we're going to take it. If it rejects and comes back through this 200 EMA, because a lot of times the EMAs also can act as resistance and support. So once price broke below it, I entered. And that took me down here to the bottom. Now, I think I had my bracket order was like a 2.5 or something like that. I can't even remember. It might have been a 3, or at least close to I would say, if I remember correctly, between a 2.5 and 3. I don't even think it was all the way a 3 to 1 risk to reward bracket, because I was going to move it and it stopped me out because I was messing around with the long short tool and it stopped me out prematurely. Now, in all honesty, I probably wouldn't have gotten out right then. I probably would have gotten out once I seen price reject off of this support level and for the second green candle. So I probably wouldn't have made as much in this trade as I did. So that was kind of luck. However, I most definitely, and I'm working on this also too, as far as bringing my stop loss to break even after about a 1 to 1 or 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. So therefore, I still catch something in the move and not just let it come all the way back against me. So I took that trade. I didn't take any rebounds or any reversals from the support level. I don't think, I'm not there yet, right? And so I didn't see any patterns that I already have in my strategy. So I didn't take anything. I didn't take anything at all. And so I learned some lessons from that. I learned some lessons from what I did right and what I also did wrong. Even though I won on both of my trades, which were good trades because I took these trades according to my strategy. However, still being timid to the market is why I didn't take this reversal trade on this large green candle here. Right? That was me being timid. You know, this other reversal, I didn't see anything. If I would have took that, then I would have just been guessing or gambling, in my opinion, because it didn't line up with my strategy or any pattern that I initially, not a pattern that I haven't seen before. I've seen this pattern, but this isn't a pattern that I have in my strategy that I feel is a reliable pattern for me to base a decision on. So I didn't take it. So that's what I have for you guys today.